Hello everyone and welcome back to another reaction video. Thank you all to the new subscribers. Thank you all for showing your support by liking the videos, commenting, and sharing the videos as well. So in today's video, we are actually going to be covering 4 videos that Jasmine did, and I just pretty much combined those videos together in this one reaction video. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into this.
I just want to say, somebody on my comment section, y'all don't understand. So my kids was with their dad for an entire week, a little bit over a week, right? And the kids came home, and I think Hannah's mom, she braided the older 2 hair back. And then I said, what about Ava's hair? He said, oh, I told her it was fine. She said she just braided their hair back until they got their hair braided. But she was like, I said, what about Ava? She was like, oh, I told her Ava was fine. I had just greased her hair, her scalp, and that's it. I said, Philip, you have to wash it first. So when I was on live, I was taking it down. People thought I was mad at Ava or upset. And I was like, no, for what? Her dad he's a man, okay? And he don't get it. So I was really trying to focus on trying to take her hair down. I was using detangler and conditioner to remove it. People were like, you're not doing it right. Baby, it was like, where the rubber bands was, it was like knotted. Like it was like a rock, it felt like a rock. And I was able to get those out. And I just wanted her to look cute. I didn't want her to go out in public looking crazy, okay? So, and it was last minute. I was rushing.
I am glad to see Philip stepping up more and being more of a father figure in his children's life. I think it is so important for children to have both parents. And if children are not able to have both parties available, as far as like a live-in type situation where both parents are together, then this will be the next best thing. You know, they do need to have that regular access to each parent. And I don't know why some people found this to be odd that Jasmine was allowing Philip to have access to his children. I believe Jasmine said they do 1 week on, 1 week off during the school year as well as the summertime. I don't see anything wrong with that because these are both of their children, and it should not fall on just one parent to have, you know, the main responsibilities in taking care of those children. I also like to see, you know, the dynamic in how Jasmine is able to work alongside of Hannah. It definitely shows maturity on both sides. I do know they have had some issues in the past, and I don't know if they were able to fully rectify those issues, but the fact that they are able to work together, even when it comes to this new arrangement that they have where the children are with them, I feel that that's a great thing. And like I said, it just shows really great maturity on both ends. And to what Jasmine was saying, because I didn't know if she did use the conditioner, but I'm glad you did, because when you are dealing with natural hair, before you put a brush or a comb or any type of tool to your hair, you definitely want to make sure you are wetting it, moisturizing it, you know, making sure you have some type of conditioner that has good slip to make the detangling process easy. Always want to work from the end up. That's important to eliminate any hair breakage. But as far as the issue you was having with the rubber bands, my suggestion is to use like an oil. I love almond oil, jojoba oil. Those are really great oils for natural hair. But if you're having that issue in the future, just saturate the ends of, you know, their hair with that oil to loosen up that rubber band so you're not having a hard time removing it, just to preserve, you know, their hair from breaking. So that's just a hair tip that I wanted to share because I really love natural hair. Natural hair is so beautiful. I used to be relaxed myself for many years. I think a lot of us kind of grew up in an era where our parents didn't really know how to, you know, deal with our hair texture. And so we just went to the creamy crack. But I have learned how to take care of my hair. I have done a lot of research. I have been able to grow my hair. At this point, it's at bra strap length. And I do love researching natural hair. So, yeah, I just wanted to kind of throw that tip out there.
So I'm currently headed to go and get some hair for the girls. As you guys know, the girls get their hair done tomorrow. So I'm going to go get some hair and get something for Ava because I'm going to do Ava's hair. I'm going to attempt to do it. So pray for me, okay? Welcome to the video. I think I said that earlier, but hey y'all. All right, so I went and got the kids and went and got them something to eat, so they're eating now and having a little quick lunch. I honestly have a lot to do. I need to put some stuff together for sponsorships, so that's what I'm gonna be busy doing today. But I told myself it is 12:09. I'm really tired because I woke up early. I think I'm gonna relax. I'm learning to not overwork myself, because really I've been overworking myself and trying to do a lot at once. So that's my thing. I have food on my face. So yeah, I'm trying not to overwork myself and trying to just, you know, not do too much at once, because I have a bad habit of doing that, trying to do too much at one time and moving around and stuff like that. In reality, girl, take your time.
Yeah, I can definitely feel what Jasmine is saying right here because I'm wired the same way and my husband be really getting on to me about it. But I'm just the type of person where, if my mind is set on getting something done, I just get it done. Even if it's a lot, it's hard for me to just sit still knowing that something has not been completed. That's just me. But yeah, I can definitely feel you there. And especially when you're moving into a new place, you really just don't feel as comfortable when you know there's so much that has to be done. So I definitely get that as well. But yeah, you definitely have to find that balance because you don't want to overwork yourself for sure.
I'm going to meet the teacher for the younger three.
See, I really love seeing this. Jasmine taking the kids to their first day of school, and she's able to do that with, Philip and with Hannah being there. And again, it's so great seeing, them coming together for, the children. And this is what successful co parenting looks like when you can be mature for the children. And it's such a shame that Olivia couldn't do the same thing. Now, I do have to say this. I know everybody raises their children different. Everybody has an opinion on what they deem is appropriate or not appropriate. I personally do not have daughters, I have all boys. But if I had a daughter, I would not let her wear these crop tops. Now, I know you said that the school system allows it in their dress code. I guess every state is different because I've never seen that in our dress code in the school district that my children, has gone to. Um, that was never like something that was allowed. But again, I understand all states are different. They have their own rules and policies and all of that. But I honestly don't feel that at her age that is appropriate because all that's really teaching her is that it is normal to show your body because I guarantee you the more she gets accustomed to wearing those crop tops, that's going to become where she's going to want to show more cleavage or the shorts are going to get shorter and shorter. I think we need to bring modesty back and we need to teach our young girls that being classy is beautiful. Having that respect for your body is beautiful because unfortunately, we do live in a world where um, there are a lot of predators out here, and they don't care how old your child is. And we need to just teach our little girls that it is okay to be a young girl. We do not need to be having them grow up too fast. Um, it's okay for them to remain kids. She's only 11. I think she's close to being 12. She's still a baby. And so, although I do understand that a lot of the clothing that they're making now for young children, they're making these crop tops, they're making these shorts to be short, that does not mean as parents we have to cater to buying those types of clothing. I just feel it's very inappropriate. And again, I know that's your child. I know you're going to do whatever you want to do. But just coming from a mother, I just believe that you should rethink that because you don't want to teach your daughter that dressing like that is okay because it's not. We should, as young girls, as young women, as grown women, we should really respect our bodies because it sends the wrong message. For Jasmine to have attempted to do this hairstyle, I think she did a really good job. I was very impressed, especially with it being her first time. And that's really the beauty in YouTube. You can pretty much learn anything by watching videos. So, yeah, this is some of their back to school outfits. I mean, they do look cute. Again, I don't like that little crop top on Amaya, but yeah. I mean, a lot of these outfits are very cute. They really are. I just, again, y'all, it's just a fine line when it comes to, these types of styles. Like, even with this, I don't like the crop top. I think the shorts are a little too short for her. She's only 11. Let her be a baby because she is still a baby. But I love their hair. And Jasmine, you did a really good job with Ava.
All right, I know I look crazy. It is 8 o'clock. Everything is behind schedule. My kids go to school tomorrow. I wanted them in bed by 7 and it was 7:30. Hair just ran a little long and we had to film a sponsorship and stuff like that. But I'm currently trying. Hey, I'm filming. Go, y'all. I'm about to make some nachos. It was the quickest thing. I asked them what they wanted. They wanted nachos. So I'm about to do that. Ava's helping me clean up in there. Maya is actually helping me with Legend. Giving him, Ava, there's a bag right there. She's about to give him a bag for me real quick. And I just came from the grocery store. I grabbed a couple of things. Like I said, we just needed a couple of things. I grabbed a couple of things. Aiden, I hope your room is clean. Stop, y'all. Stop playing. Kids are just on 10. I still have to make lunches and stuff like that. I'll make Kaylin's in the morning because y'all know how it is with that child. She wants me to boil some dumplings, child.
I do not see anything wrong with, having your children delegate some of the tasks that needs to be done around the house. Especially with Amaya and Kaylin, they definitely should have chores. I do believe, especially with the twins and even with Legend, they definitely need to have the responsibility in making sure they're, cleaning their rooms. They do need to be doing that. But when it comes to Amaya, I notice she is more prone to help you out around the home, Jasmine, but it just seems like Kaylin don't do a lot. And I really feel with her being the oldest, you should delegate more tasks for her to do around the house. I get as moms, we do get accustomed to doing things for our children. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But you don't want to create a situation where Kaylin becomes spoiled and lazy and she doesn't want to do anything, because that can definitely happen if you don't start giving her more responsibilities, because she's getting older. And she needs to be able to, do a lot of these things too. Like, there's nothing wrong with her washing dishes. It's nothing wrong with her packing her own lunch. If she wants a certain type of lunch, she is old enough to know how to do that herself. So I would just encourage you, Jasmine, to delegate more responsibility to Kaylin, because she is the oldest and she needs to get accustomed to doing those things as well.
And start on dinner. I'm tired. Ava's hair was, y'all seen it. It turned out cute. Comment in the comment section. Do y'all think I did a good job? She said that I did braid it a little tight. So she was walking around like this. I got a heavy hand. That's something I'm working on. But did I ask her, did she want me to cut it? She said no, she want to keep it long. So I'm not gonna fight with you, okay? So if it's heavy, we'll take the beads out. Or I'll take some beads off of it. It just depends. And just cut it. It just depends on what, if I feel like it. Y'all see what I had to do, right? Look at that. Because Legend keeps going in there and he's taking snacks out. Multiple snacks. So I had to put the child lock baby back on there. Baby, I found it. I still got stuff I got to unbox. I'm just like trying to get everything done. But kids, they start school tomorrow. So we're gonna get it done.
Yeah, like I said, Jasmine, you did a really good job with her hair, especially with that being your first time doing that. You did an excellent job. You definitely want to work on, how you're braiding, because you don't want to break her hair. That kind of defeats the purpose of doing protective styles. When we do these little cute braid styles on our kids' hair, you just want to make sure you're being careful. But I would just suggest after you braid her hair, just like I said, get you some almond oil or some jojoba oil and just really put some of that, just drip it all throughout the braids, and that will help to kind of loosen the braid just a little bit so it's not as tight. So that may be something you want to incorporate next time. And as far as the childproof little doorknobs, I don't see anything wrong with that either. I definitely used to keep that on deck when it came to all of the doors, because if he's prone to going into that pantry grabbing snacks, there's nothing wrong with putting that on there. And it's definitely nothing wrong with putting it on the front door. I don't know if he's trying to open the front door, but it's just protective measures to ensure that your toddlers are not getting into stuff they don't need to get into. So yeah, but we're going to move on to the next video.
Get up, girls. He laid back down. Aiden, get up, put your clothes on. Tell me how I look. I just took my hair out of the braids, so they kind of just, yeah. I tell myself I'm gonna wear my natural hair, probably throw it in the bun. I need to wash my face, brush my teeth, but I had to come wake them up, yeah.
Jasmine, I think you should rock your natural curly hair more often. But to really up your game, I'm telling you, all you really need to do is the night, before you go to bed, just kind of randomly section off 8 sections in your hair. And each section, just lightly mist it with water. Get you some Cantu lock and curl gel. Massage that in, lightly brush it, detangle it. Get you some almond oil, jojoba oil, just kind of lightly put some on top, brush it again, twist it. Do that to each section, put your hair bonnet on, and the next day when you take those twists out, you're going to have some juicy, beautiful curls, and it's just going to enhance your natural curl texture. So I'm telling you, if you do that, and you do that to your little girl's hair, oh, it's a game changer. That's how you really like amplify their natural curly texture. So yeah, do that to your hair and do that to your little girl's hair. And another thing, really quick, depending on how defined you want the curls to look, will determine how many twists you want to put in your hair or in your little girl's hair. So, like with Kaylin, if she wants to have more texture in her curls, you may want to put more twist in her hair. But definitely teach her how to do that as well, because she's at an age where she can definitely learn to do that herself too.
All right, y'all, so I didn't vlog much. As y'all can see, this video is not that long, but I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about a few things. A lot of y'all kept saying that I purposely sabotaged my own registry, and I just thought that was so stupid to say, because why would I hurt myself? And it just does not make sense. And people keep saying, you can't sabotage the Walmart registry. Y'all, I thought the same thing. This never happened to me, but of course people send me links. There's links out there. I don't have to really prove anything, because I really, it is what it is. People are going to believe what they want to believe, think what they want to think, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But there are people out there that said they purposely did what they did, and honestly, I know you can do that. As far as put items in your cart and leave it sitting in your cart just so that it can be marked as purchased. They were choosing stupid names. They were choosing, someone put my name, someone put Chris's name, someone put DICK balls. Girl, they just kept putting all dumb stuff, and I'm just like, y'all so immature. At this point, when do we grow up? When do we just be adults? Like, people are always so quick to say, Jasmine, you need to go out and be an adult. I am being an adult, and I'm being a realistic one. So if I really need help with something, the registry, it was there to help me. But it is what it is. I'll give my blessing another way, and they just don't know blocking other people's blessings can block their own blessings. But it is what it is. It's not going to harm me. God is watching. He sees everything. He sees what people are doing, see what people are doing trying to hurt me, stuff like that. But I just want to come on here and talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, that is weird for people to say that you sabotage your own registry. That doesn't make sense. And honestly, the fact that that really didn't make sense, I wouldn't have even addressed it. The other thing that I would say is I don't necessarily have a problem with people helping. I think, that's kind of one of the perks that come along with having, I guess, like a following, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Instagram, TikTok, whatever social media platform that you're on, and you build a following. You're kind of building like that audience, that is going to follow your life, that's going to follow your journey. And it should be where those individuals have the freedom to express in what way and in what capacity they want to show support. But just going forward, make sure that you are really like weighing the things that you may need in that moment, as if this is a dire type of emergency, or if this is something that you yourself could actually, do. It may be you have to kind of wait a little bit, but if it's actually something that you can take care of, I would not put that on your supporters, because although your supporters will want to help, you don't want to exhaust the resources that you will have through your supporters. You just want to make sure that you are choosing wisely when you reach out for help, because some things you may can do yourself. It just means you have to wait a little longer to attain that. But I just feel that, when you look at it from the standpoint of how people are just maliciously trying to interfere in you being able to get that help from your supporters, I do think that's pretty low. I don't understand why people would feel the need to do that, just for the simple fact they're not just hurting you, they're hurting your children as well. And I think you have to be a pretty low, just a very evil person to do something like that. But yeah, I don't understand it. But I would just say going forward, Jasmine, like I said, just make sure that you're being mindful of the type of support you have, and just make sure that if you are leaning on your supporters, choose wisely when you reach out to them, because you don't want to overwhelm your supporters when it comes to the things that you need.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another vlog. So I dropped the kids off at school and I'm taking dinner out. So I'm gonna make some meatballs. I'm not gonna drop them. Meatballs, spaghetti and meatballs for them for dinner. I just took the meatballs. I'm gonna put them in the refrigerator. I start dinner. I'm gonna try to start early, at least the pasta part, you know, because I gotta get the kids. I actually have an appointment next week and I'm super excited, y'all, with a preschool so that sis can work her part-time job. Yes, I'm super excited.
I mean, I love this for Jasmine. You know, I hope that she is able to get Legend into preschool. I know preschool, regardless of where you are located in the world, preschool is really hard to get into at times. But I hope she's able to be successful in that, because I know she really wants to get a part-time job. And I'm pretty sure, especially now, she really could use that part-time money. But to those of y'all, look, I do not get a lot of y'all, because y'all be intentionally trying to just throw all type of stumbling blocks in this woman's path. And I don't get it, because on one hand, y'all want to complain and say she's doing bare minimum. But when she tries to, grow and evolve and elevate and do better, y'all be trying to throw stuff in her path to hold her back. So, I mean, at this point, I'm going to need y'all to just figure out which one is it, because it can't be y'all are trying to critique her and give her all this advice, but when she does these things and she's taking some of y'all's advice, y'all are still trying to criticize and find room to say things. Like, it can't be both. Like, either y'all want her to do better or you don't, because at this point it's really given y'all don't want to see this girl do better. So yeah.
But I'm making him some breakfast. I was on time this morning, and y'all don't understand. What is this microwave? I went and got this microwave, y'all. And it just be locking. So I was on time today. Not all my kids wanted breakfast. Kelly said she wanted syrup, but she changed her mind last minute, and she wanted a coffee, y'all. She's going through that. She's like, it helps me stay awake during class. So
first off, Kaylin is too young to be drinking coffee. And my next question is, what time is Kaylin going to bed? Because if she's on her phone 10, 11, 12 o'clock in the morning, that is a no-no. And Jasmine, look, I'm going to say this to you, and I say this with all love. Kaylin is still a child. I know you're enjoying this stage in your mother-daughter relationship because she's getting older and she's almost a teenager, but she is not a teenager. You still have the say in when she needs to be off that phone. And if she can't abide by the rules of what time that phone needs to be out of her possession, then you need to start taking her phone at a certain time. Kaylin is still at an age where she too needs a schedule. She needs to be in the bed at a certain time. Yes, ma'am. She's not grown. She's not even close to being grown. Do not let that little girl stay up as long as she wants, because that is why she's tired and that's why she's having a hard time staying awake. I'm not saying that that's the dynamic. I'm just kind of going off of what you just said here, and I'm just kind of, basing that off of, what I'm kind of putting together. But if there is not a cutoff that is established for her as far as what time she needs to get off that phone, you need to establish a cutoff time. If she's not able to do that on her own, then you need to take her phone at the set time that you have established, because like I said, she is still a child. In no way should you be allowing her flexibility to do whatever she wants. No, ma'am. So that is my opinion on that.
The things that's been going on, Kaylin actually got redistricted out of the, well, she got rezoned out of the district. And when I tell y'all she was hurt, she's been like excited about going to this school for the longest, and her middle school is no longer in that district, so she has to, it's another school in Georgetown, and she's just not happy about it, and it's understandable. All her friends are there, and she doesn't know anyone at the other school. At the same time, you know, we can't really change nothing. That school is no longer, they redistrict, I think they said 300 kids. 300 kids was no longer in the school district anymore. 300. And the day that I went and put them in school and everything, I was so nervous. I was like, oh my God. We knew that there was redistricting, but initially, Legend, chill. Initially, her school was the district. He is being a dinosaur if you want to know what he's doing. So she cried, tears. We told her to try the school out. If she does not like the school, she can always go to school where I am.
I can completely understand what Kaylin is going through. I know that's not easy because it's one thing to transition to another school. It's another thing to transition and you don't know anybody. So I definitely get it. I'm just hoping that as she gets accustomed to this school, that she will make friends and she will start to feel more at ease. But yeah, I definitely feel bad for Kaylin right here because I know that's not easy.
Side note, shout out to whoever got me the table. I really do appreciate it because my kids been eating on that little table. My mom did say, Jack, you got a big old package here. Jack had to bring it in the house. It was a big package, and so I'm gonna go this weekend and go pick up the packages. I'm super excited. I do appreciate anything that anyone's got. She said I got a couple packages, so I do appreciate anything that anyone's got us as far as our registry. I'm not sitting here saying you have to go buy something. Look, I just put things on there that we don't have. I actually just took off the microwave because I ended up getting the microwave. It ain't the same one, but I found it and it was on sale. Yeah, so I took that off and got a microwave. But
and see, Jasmine, this is what I was saying. Like, there are some things that you actually could have done yourself. So, like how you was able to get the microwave, you didn't have to put the microwave on the registry. But shout out to y'all who did, you know, bless her with the things that y'all blessed her with. I mean, that within itself shows that you have some really genuine, good supporters. And that's why I said, just make sure when you are reaching out for help, it is you being in a very dire type of emergency situation because your supporters are going to be there, but you don't want to overwhelm the support that you do have. And so, yeah, but I'm glad that you was able to accomplish that on your own.
about to utilize the food pantry. I ended up getting some groceries through the food pantry and I'm about to utilize it. It's there when you need it. People think that using the food pantry, you're just too good for it. But look, being a mom of 5 kids, food goes quick and also groceries is expensive. So I'm going to utilize it and I'm gonna bring you guys, can y'all see me? Along with me.
Yeah, I definitely don't see anything wrong with utilizing the food pantry. I do know some people kind of turn their nose up at it, but it is a resource for those who are in need. And I don't know if Jasmine receives food stamps or not, but Jasmine, if you do receive food stamps, honestly, I would not use the food pantry as a source or as a resource because the food pantry is usually more so for people who don't have any other resources to fall back on. So if you do receive food stamps, I would not recommend you using that as a resource because there are people who are dependent on the food pantry and they are not able to qualify for food stamps. So just keep that in mind. But again, if you are paying actual money for your food, then I mean, I'm all for you utilizing the food pantry, but I'm just saying this because I don't know one way or the other if you get food stamps or not. But this is not just geared towards you, Jasmine. It's just to anybody in general. If you get food stamps, I would not take away from the resources of using the food pantry because there are people who are not able to get food stamps. But if you are using your cash money to buy food, definitely utilize the food pantry for sure.
But I also got these cute little belts. Yeah, I got for Ava, I got her too, so that her pants won't fall off. And I got some books. I keep asking for the books. But the kids got this. Amaya, show me a jacket. Got her this jacket so she can wear her crop top shirts. And then I got these books. So I got these to read. I want to start reading to y'all. So I got the dog. Okay, so I got this one. Just want to start reading to the kids. The Binder of Doom. I felt like Kaylin or Amaya like this, or I'll read it to them. This one for more so Aiden. 5-minute bedtime story, more for Legend. And then I got Pocahontas for Ava and Amaya. So those are the books I got. Hopefully we can, but I do want to read these books more so for the older one, all of them. You know, maybe one night we could just sit and read books. And that's for Aiden.
I love that you are wanting to incorporate, reading books to your children. I think that's one of the things that us as parents should definitely incorporate. I think it should be something we do on a nightly basis. Like, make this a routine in your life, because I'm telling you, this is going to add to the fundamental skills that they're going to acquire, and it's just going to grow even further as they continue to learn in school. I have always incorporated this when it came to my children, and they have always been 3 grade levels above their actual grade because I incorporated reading to them at a very young age. And so, even though I love the fact that you want to read to them, make sure you're also incorporating them reading to you as well. So, and even with Legend, I would encourage you, Jasmine, to go to the dollar store. You can go to the dollar store, you can go to Walmart, but I do know the dollar store has like sight words, flashcard sight words that you can start introducing to Legend right now, because that is going to build his vocabulary and it's going to help him have an edge when he enters into preschool and even as he gets into kindergarten, because they're going to be learning those sight words. So it's a great thing to start introducing him to sight words now, Jasmine. So like I said, you can go to the dollar store and they do have like a little school supply section and you can buy flashcards there. But I love what you're doing.
And I just want to be vulnerable and honest with you guys. I got a lot of questions to why. So I got a lot of questions to why, basically, I'm trying to figure out where to put y'all. To why I'm using my skillet. I'm being vulnerable and being open because not everybody's life is perfect. People go through things. Things may be hard sometimes. So I'm going to be real. I don't have gas yet. I never had gas, ever. Moving into a house. Hold on, let me put y'all down. So I've never actually had gas in my life. And this is my first time having gas. And it honestly, y'all, I didn't want to share with y'all because there's some people out there that just want to see a bitch fall. But I spent so much to move. It was just the last thing on my mind. And I know that I have a membership to where we can go take a shower. Certain things still work. The water still works, you know, and I've figured out how to maneuver around the fact that I don't have hot water, okay? So I don't use my stove right now, and because it's gas, and I don't use hot water. So I use my kettle to warm up water. I just don't have it to put into my gas right now. So it's like the last thing on my mind. My kid, we took showers. We still take warm showers unless they feel like it's been hot here in Texas. 110, 105 degrees. It's been hot. I've took cold showers, baby. It's been that hot. So, but I made sure my kids have nice warm showers. All 5, okay? So I know people try to make things bigger than what it was, but I just felt like I had to be vulnerable with y'all and open up. People keep asking me, why are you using your skillet and not your stove? That's why.
I mean, I get it. I mean, I definitely appreciate you being transparent here because I was curious myself. I didn't quite understand it either, why you was using the griddle to kind of cook certain things, but it makes sense. My thing is, I feel like people make fun of things that it's just kind of weird to me, because when you are pretty much trying to figure things out and you only have yourself to fall back on, your resources are going to be very limited. And so I don't know why people felt the need to make fun of that. I get maybe people had questions, but to make fun of it, I don't get. The other thing I don't quite understand though is I get you because you've never had gas before. I do know they do require a deposit. I do know that because my house is set up the same way. Like, we have electricity, but as far as gas, that is where we get our heat. That is how we're able to utilize the stove. The oven, it's weird. The oven is electric, but the top of the stove is actually gas. So I definitely understand why you're kind of limited right now. But I don't understand, where is your help? Like, your father was there recently. Was he not able to give you some money towards that? What about your mom? I just don't understand. Now, I don't know if you're not wanting to ask for help and that's why you're kind of in the predicament you're in, or are you asking for help and they're just telling you that they don't have it? But I don't know. I just think it's weird because my whole mind process is, I love my children. I don't care how old they get in life. If they ever fall into a situation where they're needing help to kind of get back on their feet, me and their father, we're going to be there, like, no question. I just don't understand the dynamic when it comes to you and your parents, because it seems like you struggle a lot. And there is a fine line between being dependent on your parents, but also being able to go to your parents when you really are in need. And yeah, I get the fact you're a grown woman and there are certain things you should be able to do yourself, which I do feel you do. But in these type of situations where you were kind of forced to leave, your the home that you were in prior, I just feel like this could have been a perfect opportunity for your mom to kind of step in, whether she gives you a portion, your dad gives you a portion. And then I'm side eyeing Philip and Chris because I'm like, dude, why wouldn't y'all want to kind of pitch in if you know that this woman is taking care of your children? Like, I don't know, like this whole situation is weird to me in the sense of I feel you should have more of a stronger support system. I mean, you can't change who your parents are. You can't change the type of people you have children with. I just hate the fact that the people who should be stepping up, they're not really stepping up. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what I would say about that. But I definitely don't see any reasonings to why anybody would make fun of this situation.
Life is lifing, y'all. Shit costs money. It costs. I didn't. And then gas is not like any other bill. Like you can just turn it on. You know what I'm saying? You can't just turn it on. You gotta pay a deposit of $375, baby. $375. And I just, at first I wasn't gonna share it with y'all, but I'm like, okay, people keep asking, so I'm gonna be open and vulnerable. So I don't have gas. It'd be like that, but
Yeah, I don't know if you've already gotten this taken care of, Jasmine, but I would definitely check with your county and see if there is some type of assistance for you getting your gas cut on. I do know in certain states they do help towards electricity, but I would definitely check and see if that is something that your county offers.
so welcome to the vlog, you guys. The twins and Amaya are up. Legend woke up, but then he went back to, he woke up looking for his blanket and he went back to sleep. Killing still asleep. It's Sunday, but little that they know, they go back to school tomorrow. And actually, Kaylin starts her new school tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna take her. I think me, her dad, and Hannah are gonna meet at the new school tomorrow because she's super nervous, y'all. They automatically withdraw her out of her old school. Like I said, it was multiple kids, y'all. It was like 300 and some kids that got withdrawn out of that school because of rezoning. It's so crazy how rezoning is. It's sad. She would have got grandfathered in if she was in 8th grade. That's how they do it. So, but it's, look, new school, new beginnings, and that's how I see it. Maybe, I told her eventually y'all all gonna end up at the same high school. So just give it some time. But welcome to the vlog, y'all.
I love that y'all are all coming together to give Kaylin some emotional support because I know she's having a hard time, starting a new school, especially when she wasn't expecting to have to do so. But I am glad to see y'all coming together to give her that emotional support.
I'm not proud for the fact that I don't have gas, but I'm going to continue to do what I need to do for my family by all means necessary. And I'm going to get my gas on. I just have to take one thing at a time. Y'all, I have to pay 2 deposits plus the rent when I moved here. I broke up my second deposit into 2 payments. That way I can afford to have my lights and water on. And plus, I need my internet in order to work. I am going to do this. God got me, y'all. So for the ones that are judging me or talking about me, y'all, it's life. Life happens. Things happen. I'm not saying it's happening to you. It's happening to me right now, and it's probably happening to somebody else out there in the world today. But at least we have our gas. Some people don't have water. Some people don't have cable. But we have it all. But I just wanted to come on here and just say that to you guys and give y'all an update because people just judge me.
Like I said, I appreciate the transparency. I feel like this is the reason. Well, I'm not going to say this is the whole reason because you do have some content creators that just choose to hide a lot of their real life. But I can see why some content creators will choose to hide their real life because they are afraid to be picked apart, made fun of, criticized, all of that. But that's one of the things I do appreciate with Jasmine is she does come on here and share her real life, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I think it's all about how you react to the content that she puts out. I don't feel as if she deserves to be dragged all the time. I don't feel she deserves to be picked apart all the time. I don't feel she should be made fun of or made to feel as if she's not trying to do better because I see that she does. And only Jasmine knows what her money is looking like. And I get when you are in a situation where your money is looking a certain way, you do have to make hard decisions and you have to weigh the priorities. What is the top priority, and what can you kind of work towards attaining? And true that gas was a priority, but if you're looking at the reasonings that she provided as far as how she was looking at how she separated her money to kind of make ends meet, I mean, how can we judge that when we don't have her money situation? So I get, sometimes as mothers, we are put in situations, or just as parents in general, where we are having to really try to weigh how to make something happen. And I don't feel we should make a person feel bad because maybe they don't have something that we have, And, I feel like at some point we all have to start from the bottom, and have started from the bottom to attain the things that we have. And sometimes people can acquire everything in life, and something happens that they didn't expect that causes them to have to start all over again. And so, I just feel like we should definitely leave room for people to figure things out and not be so quick to judge them. But, I appreciate, like I said, Jasmine coming on here and just being transparent and sharing, what she's going through, and showing how she's going to, get past it. But like she said, yeah, I agree 100%. God definitely got you, Jasmine.
Yeah, people just don't get it. I discussed a little bit in my last video. Like, I'm grateful for where I'm at because it's way more affordable. But y'all, it took a lot for me to move here, and I've never had gas. I never had gas, so my gas is not on. So I have been using alternate situation. It'd be like that. Like, I still have to pay a whole second deposit. I already paid a deposit and I paid the rent, but to pay another deposit. So I just want to make sure my kids have a house. My mind is just like, it's so much going on, and I don't talk to y'all about it. I try not to, because I know people, they will talk about me. They're like, oh, you're broke. I am broke. It took a lot to move, but people don't get it. I'm doing the best I can, trying to make sure we got everything that we need, and I'm trying to stay prayed up. This camera keeps going out of focus. I'm trying to stay prayed up and keep a positive look on things. So, y'all, it's just, I'm kind of going through it, but all I can sit here and think about is, damn, we got a roof over our head. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going through it, but at least we got a roof. That's how I'm seeing things. And honestly, like, that's kind of why I just been to myself, focusing on just trying to make this a happy moment. I could get down, sad, frustrated, but I don't want that to determine my day, how I am around my kids, and I let that overwhelm me at the last place. And I'm like, girl, you got it. Hustle your ass off. So I've been posting more. I've been literally I've upped like my sponsorships, and I've just been trying to be professional as far as that. Because the more professional you are with your sponsorships, the more money that people are willing to dish out when it comes to sponsorship, because you're more professional, more eye-catching. So I've been trying to stay on top of everything, y'all. Like, I'm so serious.
Yeah, definitely stay prayed up, Jasmine, for sure. But I think going forward, I think just working on your money management, putting money to the side, like literally having a savings account that you do not touch. Your savings account should be at least 3 times the monthly expenses that you normally have. That includes your rent, your electricity, gas, internet, phone, food, if you pay money for food, like whatever your expenses are monthly that you literally pay out, your savings should match that times 3. And that would be the one of the things that I would say to really, really stress very hard to work on, because you really have to start investing, putting money aside, because things do happen that you can't predict. And so you want to always make sure you're in a good position, Jasmine, so you don't end up in this same situation down the road.
And it's crazy because I want to work out, y'all. So a lot of y'all have been asking me, am I still doing the weight loss shot, which is what is it? Lipo and B12. I do not do them anymore. Phentermine. I'm currently not doing it, y'all. The package itself is $174. That is the least on my mind right now. And even though I want to lose another 10 pounds, I'm going to do that naturally. And I've been just fueling my body with healthier options.
I so appreciate you having the maturity and the common sense, Jasmine, to know that you spending money on this is not a priority right now. I highly commend you for knowing that because of your financial situation, this is not the move you should be continuing to make. And I know that you can, successfully lose the other 10 pounds that you want to lose successfully, naturally. Um, it's just a shame, once again, that Olivia does not get this. I mean, here it is. You got this woman who is thousands upon thousands of dollars in debt and back child support, and yet she's still spending money on weight loss shots, on all types of stuff that is of no importance, and her priorities are completely out of whack. So I appreciate Jasmine for knowing that there are certain expenses that you do not need to have when you have major priorities at play.
I don't know. I guess I just want to come on here and vent and talk to y'all about it, give y'all a look on my life, let people really see what I'm going through. It's a lot. It's a lot, y'all. And I know y'all probably like, girl, yes, I know. Okay, I know. But it is what it is. You go through things in life. The only difference between me and a lot of people is I'm posting it on a platform for 64,000 people to see me struggle. 64,000. While you're watching, you could be the person that's actually going through exactly what I'm going through, but you don't want to tell nobody. I get it, sis. So let me just say this. Are you okay? Are you getting through it? You got this. I have so much faith in you. As you're watching me saying, Jasmine, I got faith in you. Got this too. We both got this. So I don't know. I just wanted to come on here and vent to you guys and kind of let y'all know, like, you're not alone. People struggle. People go through things. Life gets hard sometimes, but we don't quit. People trying to keep me from posting on my platform. People trying to sabotage my registry. I won't let that disturb my peace tonight, y'all. I promise y'all. I promise you, I'm not letting that disturb my peace. I'm going to look at it differently, and it's going to make me grind harder. So tonight, I was going to go to bed. I'm going to make me some coffee, and I'm going to edit another vlog and get it up for tomorrow so I ain't got to worry about it.
The truth of the matter is, there are people who have either been in Jasmine's situation or who are currently in Jasmine's situation or who may find themselves in Jasmine's situation. And I think it's a great thing that she is being able to, be transparent with her life and showcase that to people. Because the truth of the matter is, there are a lot of, single young moms out here that don't really have like a family unit. They don't have, like a support team around them. So they're really trying to figure things out. And in their trying to figure things out, they may be doing things incorrectly, but you only know what you know. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you are able to navigate certain things. You may not always do things correctly, but if you were never taught how to do things correctly, what do you do? And so that's why I always try to side on the side of leaving room for people to grow and to learn. Because just because you may see somebody do something incorrectly doesn't mean they don't have the potential to actually do better. And so, again, when you know better, you do better. So instead of us trying to criticize and trying to pick people apart, why not try to help and educate and try to give positive advice? Because my thing is, people, not all, but people have a tendency of wanting me to come at Jasmine a certain way. I'm not going to do that because I have seen over the years how this woman is picked apart. And I feel like Jasmine is different from a lot of the other mommies because she will, at least, if you're coming to her in a respectful way, she will take what you're saying to heart. And I do see in a lot of ways Jasmine is trying. And I don't understand why it is that people still go hard on her when it's clear that she is nowhere near being where she used to be. And so if you are looking for me to drag this woman, I'm not going to do that. So if that's what you want, then you might as well continue to flock to the channels that does that. My purpose, once again, in anything that I say over here, it is to help educate. It is to help these women grow and to be better women, to be better mothers. And if there is any type of advice, any type of insight that I can provide to assist in that, I'm going to do it. But I'm not going to just be outright just mean and just hateful towards people. Even when it comes to Olivia, y'all be looking at me like, girl, you better than me. Look, I just choose to come in a different way. Now, do I have to get hard on Liv at times? I do, because she has admitted it out of her own mouth that she is very hard-headed. And so sometimes she has to get that energy over here. But I don't come from a place of hate. I don't. But at the same time, if I see you're doing something wrong, I'm going to call you out on it. When it comes to Jasmine, if I see her doing something incorrectly, I'm going to speak on it, but I choose in how I speak on it. Because again, my purpose is not to drag her and make her look bad. My purpose is to give her another perspective that she may not have had. And so when you can come at a person that way, you leave it open for them to take what you're saying to heart. And if they feel that it's something that they want to at least attempt to try, then they will do that. But that's pretty much all for this reaction video. It's OneLove, and I'm out.